following stories can be disturbing, so if you are easily scared, you should turn this video off now. This is your only warning. This story is called Old Lady. Every day, a mom and her young daughter would drive past an old cemetery on their way back home. As they passed, the daughter would excitedly tell her mom that she saw people at the cemetery and they were waving at her. The mom didn't think much of it, chalking it up to the child's overactive imagination. But one day, the daughter mentioned a new figure there. This time, it was an elderly woman with a weathered face and silver hair. The woman was gesturing for the girl to come closer into the cemetery. Despite her mom's skepticism, the daughter's description of the woman became more detailed and persistent. Weeks passed, and the mom couldn't ignore it any longer. She finally asked her daughter to describe the woman in more detail.
What did this old woman look like?
She was old, and she has silver white hair and a long face, and she was wearing a black dress.
As her daughter spoke, the mom's eyes filled with tears. When they arrived home, she hurried upstairs and retrieved a dusty box filled with old family photographs. Among the photos was one of several elderly people. She showed it to her daughter and asked if she recognized the woman from the cemetery. Without hesitation, her daughter pointed to the very same woman in the photo.
That's her. That's who I see.
A chill ran down the mom's spine as she explained to her daughter that the woman was her great-grandmother, a woman who had been known for her stern and unkind ways, especially towards children.
That was my great-grandmother. She wasn't so kind to children.
From that day on, the mom decided they would never take the road that passed by the cemetery again, haunted by the eerie connection between her daughter and her wicked great-grandmother. The next story is called The Hanging Man. One day in England, a dad became concerned when he heard his son whispering alone in his room. Wondering who his son was talking to, the dad cautiously approached and asked, "Elliot, what are you doing?" The son calmly replied, "I'm drawing my room." The father then asked, "What's that in the corner?" The boy went on to tell him, "It's a man hanging."
Elliot, what are you doing?
I'm drawing my bedroom.
Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh, why have you drawn that?
Because the man is hanging up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The dad had his doubts, but wanted to understand, so he asked his son to redraw what he saw. The son's drawing showed a dark figure, hanging with tears coming down, and he explained how this figure sometimes made loud banging noises at night, which bothered him.
Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me, like you did before?
No, because you'll tell me off at night.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
String.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs down your
Okay, thank you.
Dad felt uneasy, but he tried to believe it was just his son's imagination. However, in the nights that followed, Elliot, the son, couldn't sleep. Worried, his dad decided to move Elliot to a new room and set up a camera to find out why. What the camera recorded was really strange. In the video, you can hear a weird growling sound, and it seemed like something was pulling Elliot.
Stop it. He's scaring me.
So do you think that was a ghost haunting Elliot? Or is this all an elaborate hoax? Drop in the comments below on what you think. That's all for Scary Stories with Tomba. Till next time, and stay litty.